And we are live, and welcome to 92.9 Eagle. J. Robert Spencer, a man of many talents, many talents, musical theater, television actor, nominated for a Tony Award for his work in the Broadway musical Next to Normal. Now, that's where I've seen you before, because my wife and I went to Next to Normal on Broadway and saw it, and you were fabulous.
Thank you.
It
Gosh,
was
thanks.
awesome. Great singer. And Bobby here starred as Abraham Lincoln for those here in Lincoln, Nebraska, in the 2014 New York Musical Theater Festival production of Bayonets of Angst, a bluegrass
It,
musical
it's
comedy about the
called.
Civil
It's
War.
now called Uncivil. It's now called Uncivil.
Uncivil. I think I did read something about that. But anyway, musical comedy about the Civil War. You're also awarded a New York Musical Theater Festival Award for Excellence for Outstanding Individual Performance. You write, produce your own movies, along with TV appearances. You've been on Law and Order, All My Children, Girls Behaving Badly, just to name a few, including Nick Massey and the Jersey Boys. And this
Yeah,
is where we're all coming down to it, Bobby. The Midtown Men, the holiday hits live in concert. There you go. And how
I,
much fun was doing the Jersey Boys? How much fun was that?
I tell you what, it was incredible. Incredible fun because I grew up to this music. Because my mom and my dad and my four sisters and I, my father's occupation was retail, and we had to move from Delaware, New Jersey, Minnesota, Texas, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Virginia, in that yellow station wagon with the wood paneling, and the car radio was always on. And even though, the time period for me, I was born in 1969, February 12th, actually, Abraham Lincoln's
There you go. Yeah.
birthday, since you were just talking about the Civil War. And in, 74 and 5 and 6 and 7, that's when I, as a little kid, I started like, that's where the memories are starting in that like 1974, 75,
Right. Yeah.
and the music that was on the radio that my sisters were listening to. Remember, this was like Fleetwood Mac. This was the Eagles.
Hmm.
This is the heyday in the 70s of the Bee Gees, for crying out loud. But
Oh,
my
yeah.
mom and dad were the 50s and the 60s. And so they would always turn to that station. It would be the Everly Brothers. It would be, oh gosh, I'm blanking.
Frankie Valley and the Four Seasons.
Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. It would be the Beatles, the Monkees.
Yeah.
And so I was familiar already with the great music of the 1960s, but especially Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. So landing that job and being able to perform that music that I grew up listening to in that car radio on those car trips, it's very nostalgic and very surreal. And it was the Hamilton before Hamilton. Jersey Boys broke all box office records. It won
Yeah.
Tony and Grammy Awards. And then the boys and I, 13 years ago now, we formed the Midtown Men, which takes us on the road performing the 60s music. That obviously, like they say in the musical Gypsy, they say you got to have a gimmick if you want to get ahead. Well, our gimmick is we're the original Jersey Boys, and we take that music on the road with us. And we've done over 1,200 shows in all of these years. And our favorite time of year is Christmas because we do the holiday hits tour. So now we're not only doing classic 60s hits of rock and roll, but now
Hmm.
classic 50s and 60s of Bing Crosby, Johnny Mathis, Andy Williams, all the great Christmas classics, Nat King Cole, everything. So it's our favorite time of year to perform.
Now, do you guys do all four-part harmony for everything, or do you guys each take, like Bobby, you take a song, some other guys will? Why don't you tell us about the three other guys in the Midtown Men?
Sure.
Introduce us to those guys.
Oh my goodness, yes. Michael Longoria, who was in our original Broadway cast, he was the original Joe Pesci, but he was the number one understudy for Frankie Valli, and eventually he took over the role. And
Wow.
so he is our high tenor in the group. Our second tenor is Daniel Reichard, who was the original Bob Gaudio and went on to do other wonderful work in New York City as he performed the lead of Candide in the New York City Opera Candide, just for one. And and then we have Christian Hoff, who is the Tony Award winner for playing his role of Tommy DeVito in the show. And he is baritone, and I'm all over the place. I was Nick Massey in the show. I was the bass player, so I was the guy who always like, why don't you come on?
Yeah.
But I'm always been a high baritone. I just have
Right. Hmm.
a low case. So I'm handling bass and baritone, and we do that. You're right. in our show, that's the nice thing about it. In Jersey Boys, we were specifically the boy band. We were Frankie, and we were back in Frankie. The thing that's been so great about forming the Midtown Men is now we're a group with, but we're individuals throughout it. So we are doing 4-part throughout the entire show with great choreography as well. But then we just have moments where, everybody kicks back for one of us just to have the moment in the spotlight. Everybody
That's
gets
awesome.
shine.
And besides holiday hits, to get everybody into the spirit, and we should probably, we've got the date of, this is a one show only.
Yes.
And that's coming up on December 21st. There's also a live webcast available for those that, maybe wheelchair bound or what have you, or homebound, and can't make it out to the Lead Center. They can watch you guys over the stream, which a lot of people love that. So, but do get your tickets. One show only, 7:30 p.m. on December 21st, Lead Center for the Performing Arts. And besides some of the holiday tunes, you guys also do some of the 60s songs, correct?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Sorry, I'm just putting this up so people are kind of like,
yeah.
You go online, and you can search for us, themidtownmen.com, and also anything digital nowadays, Spotify, Amazon Music, all that stuff. But yeah, no, the 60s hits, obviously we are doing the Christmas songs, but it's a blend of both. So we're going to still be doing like the classic rock songs from the Rascals and the Monkees and the Beatles.
Oh man, yeah, just some
we still got the Four Seasons. They're still all through that. But we just have so much fun and singing the music of the holidays. We are definitely doing a Beach Boys holiday tune. We're doing Little Saint Nick.
Oh, great! Yeah, that'll be awesome.
We have the Bing Crosby classics, but we were like, we need a boy band, song in there.
Well, that's awesome. Sounds like a great holiday party.
It is.
With four guys that know how to sing the hell out of the hits, and we're really looking forward to it, Bobby.
And a great 7-piece band, a killer band.
Yeah. Amazing. So it's going to be at the Lead Center, one night only, December 21st. Get your tickets, leadcenter.org, right there, /Midtown Men. Bobby, J. Robert Spencer, thank you so much for taking time. It was awesome seeing you. And it was great that I was able to meet somebody from the cast. I ran into Lucy Liu. She was filling in for somebody on a different play. And I ran into her and I got my picture with her. But I didn't get to meet anybody in Next to Normal. And my wife and I just love that. And it was just a great, great production. And you were awesome in it. So looking forward to seeing you on December 21st right here in Lincoln. All right.
Me too. And I got my tree up. We're getting things going here in our household. So
it looks like
Merry
you need to.
Christmas, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Thank you, Bobby. Take care.
Take care.